Alright, well, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do some work on the Springer. We're going to get the exhaust on, intake on, carburetor on, and try to fire that thing up. I don't know if I'll get a chance to fire it up in this video, probably closer to the next video. I have to hook up some kind of fuel thing to this because I'm not going to put the tank on quite yet. And at the end of this video, I'll talk a little bit about moving forward, what's going on with both the Springer and the shovel. So let's get over there. I've already got the bike up on the table. The table's up, and let's get the intake on. Okay, so we got the intake here. I've also got some white grease that I put on the gasket here just to help it seal a little bit better. And we'll get that in there. Sorry for the thing, I've got Bullet playing over on one of the TVs right now. Move that up. Eventually I'm going to take this intake off again. I want to get rid of the oxidation that's on it and try to clean it up a little bit, but really what I want to do at this point is get the motor running and get some oil running through the motor, because it's been a while since this thing has started. I'm sure all the oil has sumped down in the bottom. Okay, I got the intake on. I thought I had an Allen wrench that I cut down to get in here to make it a little bit easier, but I don't know what happened to it. I can't find it. So the key to put this on is to tighten, go back and forth so it lays flat. If you tighten one side all the way down, the other side might come up a little bit, so you have to do that. So I got to go on the other side now. We got to put the top motor mount on and then hook up the air sensor. Okay, so now we'll do the top motor mount, which is pretty easy to do. There's not a whole lot to it. And, get that on there. And the plan also is to shoot oil down into the cylinders before I start it and let it rotate a little bit, just to try to get some oil down into the cylinders, because like I said, this thing has been sitting for a while, and I want to get some oil back up into the motor. So all these things here go to the under the console up here, and of course I got the starter, but I've got an auxiliary tank that's going on here for fuel, so I'm not going to use the regular tank, because again, this is going to be coming apart probably again, at least what I'm doing right now. I just want to get this off the table for the time being. Alright, so we got to move back over to the other side. Alright, so now we have this sensor that has to be hooked in. I probably should have done that to begin with, but again, white grease won't affect gasoline. Gasoline will just wash it away, but it makes a good sealer for stuff. Alright, so let's get the we'll get the carburetor on. Some of this we're not going to use, like I'm going to take this off because this is the vacuum and I'm not using the regular tank, and we're actually going to take the fuel line off too. I have to put a vacuum cap on here because I'm not going to be drawing fuel, vacuum for the fuel, because I have something else going on. Alright, so we got to get the throttle cables hooked up. Which is the bigger one? This one. All right, so we got that on okay. Let's move this up here. And all right, so we're gonna have to adjust throttle cable a little bit. Okay, so we got the carburetor on. It looks okay. Got that on. I got to get the brace for this.
Introducing all new, all electric Honda Prologue,
Which would be
on the road to being carbon neutral by 2050.
this here.
On our left. When you smell the amazing scent of game flames, time stops.
Yeah, that's not really sitting right. Let me take this up a little bit. There, that's better. Okay, so that looks good. So let's now we got to do the exhaust. Do I have any? All right, so I got those in here. Okay, so we've got the front exhaust here. That should be right. All right, so we get that on. We check these bolts down here.
You, America's most reliable 5G network. You get a Samsung.
All right, so we got front exhaust on. Let me move this back so I can get the rear exhaust on here. Damn, I pinched my finger in something. All right, that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. Here's kind of the auxiliary tank I'm going to use. Just enough. How much is this hold? 300 milliliters of fuel. I got to find a way to suspend this from up there because I don't want to put it on the handlebars here. But this, we're going to fill this with fuel. We're going to run it for a little while, and I'm going to do that in the next video. It's going to take me a little bit to feed this down through the carburetor to get it set up. So handy little thing to have. Just wanted to keep taking the gas tank on and off the bike. That's one reason why I capped that vacuum. You don't need this. The only reason you have the vacuum on there is to pull it from the petcock, which is vacuum operated to pull fuel out of the tank. So I don't need that vacuum. This will pull fuel directly in, and this has like a little petcock on it right here, which is kind of cool. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Next video, we'll start this thing up, and then we're going to get it off the table, and we're going to get the shovel up here, and I'm going to go over some stuff on the shovel as to what's going to go on with that. For the time being, this is not complete, but I'm kind of done with it for now. I want to get the shovel, the electrical and the shovel done, because we've only got about 6 weeks till we can actually ride, till it's about 50, 60 degrees to ride out. We're in the beginning of February, so usually the middle of March, end of March, you know, it's nice enough to take the bikes out. So I would definitely want to have the shovel done by then. And on this bike here, I want to take the inner and outer priming off. I want to replace the belt. I got to adjust some stuff on it, which is going to take me a little bit of time. So maybe by midsummer, I'll be complete with this, but at least I'll have the shovel to ride. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.